Shalom, shalom. Call HALALYAM, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. The honors of the elders and apostles of great millstone that teach you well. Peace and salutations be to hopeful elect. I'm Brother Tazwan, coming at you from the prophets in Babylon camp here in Tampa, Florida. Double honors to the elders and apostles of great millstone that teach you well once again. This lesson is going to be going into the elect lady. Alright. The elect lady. Speaking of, touching on the topic of what women are going to be to the elect lady. Okay. One thing we know for sure is things aren't always as they seem. So you may see a woman in the truth that seem like they're gonna be the elect lady, but there's it's not always as it seems. Alright. Now we're gonna get more into it. We're gonna start with the scripture. And it's 1 Timothy. It says 1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 13. For Adam was first formed, then Eve. It just goes to show you the order. It says, and Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression. Okay. Matter of fact, let me grab a few verses before. That's not the one. It says, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression. Okay. Let me grab this also. Keep this on standby. Alright, so it says, and Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression. So the woman being deceived was in the transgression, man. Okay. Adam wasn't deceived because he couldn't be God, but his woman was God because she's the weaker vessel. She was easier to be deceived. And then she brought it back to her husband. Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing if they continue in faith and charity and holiness with sobriety. Okay. So if they continue in faith and holiness with sobriety, or sobriety, however it is pronounced, they're going to be saved. All right. Yeah. You may see women now that claim to be in the truth, or they got Instagram pages, YouTube pages, and they got their name, hopeful daughter, hopeful elect lady, and hopeful elect woman, hopeful elect whatever it may be. At first glance, you may think, oh, this woman doing her best or diligence to serve the Lord. But she's not shy. And you have some sincere women on there, but a lot of them are really just demons. Okay, the woman that you find some of the worst demons claiming to be a believer, claiming to be in the truth, claiming to be a hopeful elect woman, and you find out they're just complete demons the whole time. We grab this in the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 11 verse 7. For a man indeed ought not to cover his head, for as much as he is the image and glory of YAHAWASHI, but the woman is the glory of the man. So woman is the glory of the man. Okay, and this ain't just by word and alone. This is also by deed. Okay, a woman ought not to speak on things because a woman's. We go through the orders: the Most High, His Son YAHAWASHI, the man, and then the woman. And then come along the children. But for the order to be, the order of the household to be actually, for that living water and living food, bread is passed down to YAHAWASHI from the Most High. YAHAWASHI passes down to the man, and the man distributes it to the household. But it cannot be distributed to the household if the woman will not accept it. Okay, so you got some women who think that they can do things on their own, or they're independent, or they think they got some sort of social standing in society. They have some sort of reputation that they must uphold within the society, man. Okay, those are women that you cannot save. You have to be able to save a woman that is willing to give her life for you. And giving your life for someone doesn't just mean like dying for someone, but also doing everything you can for that person. And for a woman to do such things for her husband, that becometh of an hopeful elect lady. That becometh of an elect woman. Okay, we just brought out. It should continue, and I said right here. It says if they continue in faith and charity and holiness with sobriety. Okay, so holiness means to be separate, means to be different from every other woman in the world. And if you thinking that you can do this, and that on your own, you thinking y'all got to be equal in a relationship, or you thinking you have some sort of social status or standing in this world, beside your husband, you will not submit to the order of your husband, then you are the same as any other woman. Okay, now a woman can speak all day long. Scriptures say faith without works is dead. So a woman that proves to you that she will submit to you is a woman that is truly faithful. A woman can say all day long she don't believe, and they're just being honest. That's an honest woman, because most women really truly don't believe, man. And you'll have very few women that actually do believe, but a woman is mainly supposed to believe through her husband, through the Lord dealing with her husband. She may believe. There's still a possibility a woman can believe, and then the Lord sends her a man to deliver her. That's a possibility. Very rare, but a very strong possibility. So you may not come across a woman that is actually sincere, is in the truth, and she has all the qualities of an elect woman. But you may will. Women can be programmed. That's the thing about women. They can be programmed. They can put on a certain mindset, just as Esau has programmed them already in Babylon. They've been programmed to think that independence is the greatest thing for them. Independence is empowerment. That they need to be empowered in the first place is programming. A man they're supposed to be reliant on the man and dependent upon the man. But now a woman has become independent, meaning she depends on herself, which it was never supposed to be like this. But in the time that we're living in today, where the wicked is in rulership, you have all sorts of things happening, man. Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing. So even it has to be in childbearing. Okay? A woman gonna be bearing the children of what? The elect men. It says, if they continue in faith and charity and holiness with sobriety. Let's grab the definition of sobriety. The state of being sober. Okay. Solemnity, solemnness, earnestness. Okay. And you may find the most sincere woman out of women that don't believe, that say they don't believe. Because a woman is, she sees the things that's right in front of her, and she believes in what she sees. Well, that's just what women do. They were created to go as far as the man. All right, they weren't created to, dabble in the things of the heavens. That's a man's work. Okay, a man's work is to be spiritually in tune with YAHAWASHI. Okay, a woman is to be in tune with her man, and in doing so, she will be in tune with YAHAWASHI. Okay. If they continue in faith, now that woman can say all day long, yeah, I believe. Call out YAHAWASHI. Yeah, I believe. Woman can sit there and pray with you. Woman can do all these things with you. And I speak from experience. Okay. I'm not speaking because I don't know, but I speak from experience. A woman can do all those things with you, but still turn around and stab you in the back. Be the biggest demon that you can possibly think of. Be stabbing you in the back the whole time, and it's not their fault. It's just that the Lord did not choose them to be an elect lady. Okay, and you won't realize it until it's too late. Until she pretty much stabs you in the back, and you would think that's one of the biggest problems. Is you would think that a woman could be the elect lady just because she praying with you, she's saying she believe, and she doing works of faith, making you garments, this and that, and that can overthrow a man's judgment, making a man think that oh shit, this woman I can save this woman, this woman might be the elect, and then they could turn out to be the biggest demon you've ever met. And it's worse because they make you think that they believe, they make you think that you can actually save them, they make you think the Lord is dealing with you because of them, they make you think the Lord has blessed you with a believing woman. Faith without works is dead, man. A woman can say that all day long. If her actions ain't speaking for herself, then guess what? She truly is not a believer. But a woman that will be saved is a woman that is supporting and helping her husband. That was her job. A woman was created to be let me grab it in the book of Genesis. It says, Genesis chapter 2 and verse 18, and the Lord, YAHAWASHI, said, it is not good that the man should be alone. I will make him a helpmeet for him. Okay? So, who's that helpmate? Eve, the woman. Okay, the Lord made Eve to be a helpmate, a mate, and a helper unto Adam, man. So to the man. That's what the woman come to be, is just their helpmate. You find that you may be struggling in your everyday life. A woman is there to be a pillar of peace at home when you're in tribulation and trial in the world, struggling or being afflicted. You come home and there's peace. The house is clean, there's food cooked. You don't have to worry about cleaning or cooking or picking up after yourself, washing your clothes for work the next day, because there's a woman there doing those things for you. She's a helpmate. She's here to help. A woman that is in tune with her nature, that naturally knows that she's supposed to be cooking, helping, and cleaning, just do anything to support you. So those are the type of woman that can have the highest possibility of being saved, rather than a woman that says she believes, but her deeds do not follow her words. But a woman's deeds may show that she believes, even though her words do not. Okay, you have better of a chance with a woman that claims that she doesn't believe than a woman that claims that she does. There's some sincere women amongst all women, but a woman that says she don't believe is just being honest. And you might find a lot of sincere works from her. A woman who claims she believes, and I believe now, I understand now, and women will do what they can to please you. That's their soul heart's desire, is to please their man. Okay, they'll do things just to get your attention. All right, but even going as far as making you think that they believe with you and praying with you and all sorts of things, until you find that she's actually worse than the woman you met in the world. It says in the book of Isaiah chapter 4 and 1, and in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man. In that day 7 women will take hold of one man. All right, it ain't gonna be a woman it ain't gonna be like a woman that was been in the Bible all day long, every day, watching videos, commenting on brothers' videos. Whoa, shalom, elder, shalom, brother. Good lesson, your pa lesson, brother. To be truthful, a lot of these women are going to sell out. A lot of these women are going to end up running to take the MOTB. Okay? Because women, their minds are fashioned around what they can see. Okay, but in that day, everybody's gonna believe, man. You may have an unbelieving woman or a wife, she's gonna believe in that day when she see what the Lord does for you, man. There's going to be no denying it. You know, scripture says here that as my enemy shall see it. All right, because they that will be a friend of the world is an enemy with YAHAWASHI. And if you're an enemy with YAHAWASHI, of course you're an enemy of his men, his servants. Okay, and these women, they seek the things of the world. You know, that's why scripture say, he that haveth a wife care for the things of the world, how he may please his wife. Because these women are meant to go, they're not meant to go any higher than the worldly status. They were created to be a helpmate unto their men, unto their husbands. And a man is in the earth, just as a woman is in the earth. Their minds weren't constructed to dabble in the things of the spiritual realm and the heavenly realm. You know, there's truth in this book. This is a man's book. This is a man's work. Okay, a man's sole desire, or a man's heart's desire, should be only to be pleasing YAHAWASHI. Okay, and with that, YAHAWASHI sups with you. You get supplication from YAHAWASHI, you get supplication from the Most High. If a woman gets supplication from her husband, she gets supplication from YAHAWASHI and then the Most High. And she is linked into the body. She's linked into the food, not the food stock. She's linked into the chain, you know, the chain of order. Okay, but a woman out of order is not a part of the chain of order. That's just a woman you're trying to conquer. Okay, if you find yourself constantly trying to conquer a woman, you have failed already. You know, you will not conquer a woman. It says, and in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread. So these women going to submit themselves. You know, they're going to submit themselves. They ain't going to come up, you got to do this, nigga. You got to be this tall. You got to be that, and this, and that too. They ain't going to be tick for tack, nick for that, this or that. They going to get with the program automatically off rip, man. Okay? It says, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. But these women talking about, buy me this, buy me. Oh, don't take me to the Cheesecake Factory. That's cheap as hell. That's not my go-to, you know. We wear our own apparel. Give me designer. Give me this, and that. Give me the most expensive bag, the most expensive clothes. Now, why are they getting these things? You really think they're getting these things for you? You really think they're getting the most expensive clothes and expensive bag just to show it off to you? No, they're getting off to show off to the world so the next nigga can be in line already. You know, next nigga looking, oh, she high class. She's trying to attract bigger fish than you. If you were able to buy her that, guess what? She gonna use it as bait for the man bigger than you to buy her something more. You know. And it reads, we will eat our own bread. So like here. Yeah, hold on, I'm doing a lesson. And it reads, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. So they say, only let us be married to you. These women gonna come up saying, just marry us, just marry me. You know, hey, brothers have seen plenty of visions in the other night of women just trying to pulling and tugging at their garments, begging them to take them. You know, in the time that we're in now, these women fucking, you got men begging women. But in that day, it's going to be women begging men on the floor, on their knees, bruised up knees bleeding from getting scraped on the concrete, from holding onto your garment while you're still walking, holding onto your pants or your leg while you're still walking. These women are going to try to cling. They're going to try to cling so hard that they will never let go. If they can, they will try to jump into your pocket in that day because they want that protection. Okay. It says, in that day shall the branch of the Lord, YAHAWASHI, shall be beautiful and glorious. All things are going to return what? All things are going to return back to its natural order because the Lord has brought that spirit into the earth. You know, you're going to have to go back to natural order in that day. You know, the man going to be out for conquest to conquer this, and that, and a woman going to be following behind him. There ain't going to be no woman in that day. Ain't going to be no Buffy the Vampire Slayers in that day, man. Ain't going to be no Superwomans, no Catwomans, no Batwomans, none of that shit, man. These women are going to go back to the form that they originally took when they were created. Submissive. lowly, the weaker vessel. The scripture talks about how the day shall come where a woman shall compass a man. It's a new thing in the earth. Okay? Because the woman has always been submissive to the man. But the new thing in the earth when the woman compass a man, it just came about recently, man. Not too long ago. Now you got women that are, you got men kneeling to women, simping. You got something called simping. Just a man that submitted himself into a woman. You ain't supposed to submit yourself. You're supposed to be kings, rulers, conquerors. Yeah, you got a woman directing your whole fucking... You got the order, the chain of order is backwards because the woman is in charge of the household now. And when you give woman that sort of power, she goes to do whatever the hell she wants to do. And you let that happen, destruction is surely behind it. Quickly, too. Isaiah 32:2, and a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. So the man gonna be in that day gonna be it's gonna be like taking shelter from the storm. Okay, it's gonna be like taking cover from the wind that's blowing your ass away. But if you stand behind a big, strong, thick wall, you ain't gonna be able to get blown away by that wind, because that wall is gonna be protecting you from it. That's gonna be the man. The man's gonna be the wall, and you know, you woman gonna be behind the wall. There's gonna be many women gathering behind the wall, trying to be protected by one man. That's hence why we brought up Isaiah 4:1. Okay. You ain't gonna have women in that day talking about buy me this, buy me that, do this, do that. You gotta do this and that. All of them standards and shit that these women got, requirements and shit. That shit gonna go out the window immediately. As soon as shit hit the fan, that shit's going out the window. And these women gonna take down their their Hebrew names. They gonna forget about the Hebrew names. They gonna forget about calling themselves hopeful elect lady. Because when shit hits the fan, that's when they gonna know, oh shit, I gotta stop the facade. I gotta stop playing submissive. I gotta start, then they gonna submit to who they really believe in, which is their daddy Esau, man. They gonna submit to that nigga. Leave the man, These women leave when tribulation hits, man. They'll be right there by your side, ride or die, until tribulation comes. They gone. They on the next man ride, who's on the other side of the tribulation. Well, it's gonna be Esau Edom. All right, but when you got the Lord with you, and if the Lord has blessed you with a woman, that has put her faith into you and believe in you, all she need to do is believe in you. And guess what? In doing so, by default, she believes in the Lord, YAHAWASHI. And she don't know it. She don't gotta know it. Okay? But it says, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. But save yourself the trouble, man. Save yourselves the trouble, brothers. Thinking that you gotta, I got me some gold. I got me a treasure. What a nigga say? I want me a trophy. Who was that? Future, I believe. I'm singing a song about he want a trophy, which is a woman. Okay, woman probably still ain't nowhere to be found right now. So not all things that seem to be trophies are trophies. You gotta understand what you're really dealing with, man. You really gotta understand what you're dealing with. Let me grab this. Book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 26 and verse 23. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man. So a woman that's wicked is going to be given to a wicked man, and the Lord rewards you according to your works, man. It says, but a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord, YAHAWASHI. So a godly woman going to show you she's godly through her actions. Okay? Not through word alone, but in deed. Okay? A woman going to show you she love you, that she believe in you, and she's for you and all for you through her actions. Okay? Words are cheap. Anybody can speak, and deceit can roll right off the tongue. All right, a godly woman gonna be given to a man that feareth the Lord. YAHAWASHI. A godly woman gonna be given to a godly man. That's a reward, man. The scripture talks about a godly woman is or a silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord. YAHAWASHI. Nothing is so much worth a mind so much continent. Salakia. Let me grab it, man. I'm just roughly paraphrasing. Ain't gonna give me much. Not gonna get me too far. In the book of Ecclesiastes 26:14, a silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord. All right, because a woman is silent. I mean, she ain't putting in her input or opinion on whatever the fuck you making decisions on. I think we should do this, this, and that. Nah, let's do that. That's stupid. Nah, fighting you and shit in the woods. You got the fucking guns aimed at you. You got troops chasing you. She arguing with shit about which way to go. You don't want these kind of women around you in that day, man. A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord. A woman just silent. She don't question anything you doing. She just serving you. It's a gift of the Lord. It says, and there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed. Because a woman's mind a woman with the mind well instructed is a woman that's going to provide and do for, for her husband the things that she's supposed to provide and do for her husband. That's a well-instructed mind of a woman. But a woman that thinks that she can get above herself and above her order, above her place in order, and trying to have the man do for her, trying to usurp her authority over the man and this and that, and I'm a prophetess, I believe this and that, and that's not the woman you're looking for. Trust and believe, that's not the woman you want. That's a wicked woman giving us a portion to a wicked man. And me speaking as a man, those are one of the worst women in the world, because they put on this cloak that they believe, and they cloak themselves with the truth, and be right there, right next to you in all the gatherings and the high holy days and whatever it may be, making you garments and watching all your videos and this and that, and guess what? They be talking to a whole nigga behind closed doors. They ask to be on OnlyFans or some shit. They be at work or out in the public, stringing the guitar strings, man. A shamed face and faithful woman is a double grace. It says a shamefaced and faithful woman is a double grace. So a woman that's shamefaced, that is ashamed, naturally, or they're naturally humble because they know that they go off. Okay, they know they're the weaker vessel, so they're naturally ashamed. It says and faithful is a double grace, and her continent mind cannot be valued. Why? Because she is open to understanding. She is open to change. She is open to be built up so that she can be better for you. But a woman that's going to sit there and be stiff-necked and, nah, this is how I am. I'm this way because I want to be this way. You don't like me that way, you can't have me. Accept me the way I am, or nah, don't accept me at all. Babylon has constructed this image in their minds, make them think that they have to be accepted the way that they are. That a man can't change a woman, and that's why they are till this day conquering Israelites, because they have attacked the order of the house. So the house cannot be in order without unity of the house. There's no unity at all. You can't stop an army by yourself. A nation got to be together. But if a nation is divided, you don't even understand that you're brothers and sisters. How can you build yourself up an army to fight the other army? It's just like us with the Lord, man. We can't be stiff-necked. We got this truth. We have to be open. We have to be open-minded, open to change, open to understanding, open to accepting and acceptance, man. That the Lord can strengthen us and build us up. It's the same thing with your woman. She has to be have an open mind to understand you, and a closed mind to everything else. And her continent mind cannot be valued. You can't value that, man. It's like a woman that's constantly nurture or supporting you is like constant nourishment. You're being nourished. You've been taken care of when you need in the areas you need to be taken care of. So that you can be completely healthy, completely strong, and ready to fight. The fight of faith, ready to go out there to war. and take on anything in the world because you have support behind you. You have a helpmate, man. Versus just going out there with no preparation. As the sun when it ariseth in the high heaven, so is the beauty of a good wife in the ordering of her house. You come home, the house is taken care of. The woman taking care of the house, taking care of the kids, okay, taking care of you, taking what she got to do at the house. She knows her job and she's doing it. Okay, those are the type of woman the Lord is coming back to deliver with their husband. Okay, you ain't gonna see woman that think that she can do everything. She, like the fucking song, I can do battle by myself, whatever. Fucking independent woman movies and shit. No, you ain't gonna see those type of women getting beat up to chariots, man. You gonna see those type of women getting thrashed and dashed in those days. Used and abused. Used and abused, man. And those ain't the women that is gonna be escape destruction. It's gonna find a covert from the wind. Yeah, those are women that's going. Those are the enemies that's gonna see it in that day. Scripture says, "She that is my enemy shall see it." It's talking about those kind of women, man. It says, Acts chapter 16, verse 30, and brought them out and said, "Sirs, what must I do?" Actually, 29. Acts chapter 16, verse 29. Then he called for a light and sprang in and came trembling and fell down before Paul and Silas and brought them out and said, "Sirs, what must I do to be saved?" And they said, "Believe on the Lord, YAHAWASHI, and thou shalt be saved, and thy house." So that's a man's job, you know, believe in YAHAWASHI. In turn, he believes in the Most High, and you're going to be saved. You know, that man going to be saved in his house. Okay? The woman, she just need to believe in her husband. Don't be putting a Bible in front of a woman and telling her to read, man. She going to end up using that shit against you. Whatever she learned, she going to use it against you. You know? You'll have a woman, you can be going back and forth with a woman in the scriptures. Bible say this, you can't do this, this, and that. The laws of the land. All sorts of shit. You're going to be dealing with a fucking demon, man. A headache that you just don't want. But you ask for it by giving her. The scripture say, "Teach not a woman an evil lesson against thyself." Keep the words of thy mouth, keep thy mouth shut from the woman in thy bosom. You know, you're a woman. Don't be giving her too much information that she can use against you. You know, don't be giving her the information that, you know, she going to eventually turn into a sword to stab you with. But that's all I really want to touch bases on, man. I truly hope this lesson was edifying to you. I came and not with listen to truth and sincerity. So next time, Yasharallah, I give all glory, honor, praises unto Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Shalom.